guys, what's up? It's your boy, the Geeky Gangster here with guys today with another video. And guys, it is currently the World Cup, and we are representing all 48 nations in the World Cup in a game of Rocket League on the day of their first group stage game. And in today's video, we're going to be representing Saudi Arabia in their first in today's Rocket League game. So we have the Saudi Arabian flag, obviously, and we have a nice green and white car with a cute little cat on it because cats are huge in Islamic culture, but just in Saudi Arabia in general. We also have the royal crown representing the king and the prince of Saudi Arabia, and we also have golden wheels representing Saudi wealth. So let's get right into this game and right into the epic facts about Saudi Arabia. If you guys don't know, if we win this game, that means that they're going to win their first game in real life. If we go into overtime, that means that their first game is going to be a draw in real life. And if we lose, that means that they're going to lose in real life. So let's get right on into it. So guys, many of you guys know about Mecca. Mecca is the pilgrimage site for all Muslims. Every Muslim on earth is required once in their life to take pilgrimage to this city, which is located in Saudi Arabia, called Mecca. Where basically, like, there's this very holy site that they walk around, and then there's also like a equivalent to like holy water, and several other steps in this pilgrimage that takes place in Mecca. So it is known as one of the holiest cities on earth for that reason, because it is a mandated pilgrimage site for about 1.5 billion people or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how many Muslims there are on earth, but it's the second largest religion is required to go to this site. So it's similar to the Vatican in that manner. You know, there's 1 billion Catholics, and Catholics are not required to visit the Vatican in real life. So this is by far the largest required pilgrimage destination. Guys, I'm like struggling to speak in this video. Like, the words just are not coming out. Nice save for Saudi Arabia. Dude, I wish I could have had the green car and not been on the orange team. That's alright. Orange works too. Fortunately, you can't do green on the red team, so. Oh! Dude, Saudi Arabia fired a sure shot. Oh man, that was absolutely brutal. What seemed like a surefire thing for Saudi Arabia turns into an instant goal for the opposing nation off of a miraculous save. Oh man. Saudi Arabia has the second largest oil reserves on the face of the planet, only next to Venezuela, making them one of the richest nations on earth. Your Saudi natives are extraordinarily rich. They have one of the highest GDPs on the face of the planet, largely because they have the second largest oil reserves at only about 17% of the size of the United States. Unfortunately, the opposing nation goes up 2-0 early on. We weren't able to get that save. This game's far from over. It's just approaching halftime. We have lots of time for a comeback. So let's see what happens. Saudi Arabia, in very, very recent years, under this king and under this prince, have just started really modernizing into Western culture. So now women are allowed to drive. They have movie theaters now. I think they have like more museums now than they ever did before. And also they have a gigantic festival one of the largest festival times on Earth, where everybody gathers for large parties and celebrations, where WWE events actually take place during this time, along with massive concerts, parades, and stuff like that. So they have one of the largest celebrations, one of the largest parties on the face of the planet. I forget I think it's called like Raifa or something like that. So that's pretty interesting. To combine, you know, one nation and, you know, to start off by saying it's the home of you know, the most important pilgrimage site on Earth, or at least the most mandated pilgrimage site on Earth, and how holy it is, but it's also, you know, one of the sites of one of the biggest parties and festivals on Earth. So a very interesting duo and contrast there. You know, you really get the best of both worlds in Saudi Arabia. And you know, you can afford the best of both worlds because you're super duper rich, because you have the second largest amount of oil. But can we afford a win in today's video? That question has yet to be remained, with only about 20% of the match left. We do get a save there, but we're going to really need a miracle here. Hopefully, you know, Mecca can pull off a miracle for us. And also, all Muslims on Earth, when they pray, they're supposed to face in the direction in their room that is the direction of Mecca. So say, if Mecca was in the northwest to them, they then have to pray facing the northwest, which is an interesting rule in Islam. That's how important one of Mecca's largest cities is to people all across the world. However, it's looking like today's video will be quite a decisive loss, 0-2. So Saudi Arabia will indeed lose their first game. But if you guys liked this video, please actually make sure you hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.